Now I want you guys to imagine this. You just bought a property for $16 million. Now you lived in that property for 3 years and you decided it's time to sell. Now when you decided that, you got an offer for $35 million. Now when you think of it, that's a $19 million difference, and that's exactly what Ellen Degeneres did. What's going on, everybody? In this video, I'm gonna be talking to you about how you, yes you, can make millions of dollars in profit flipping properties, and how when you're a celebrity, you tend to be able to sell things for a premium price. Now, Ellen is a talk show host and comedian. I'm sure many of you guys already know her. She is hilarious, but she is one heck of a businesswoman, let me explain. Now, she ended up buying a property in Beverly Hills and she made $19 million profit on this deal. And not only that, it was an off-market deal. That means no commissions were involved. That means more money in her pocket. It was 3/4 of an acre, which isn't that big. It was 5,300 square feet, which also isn't that big. It had 4 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and it sold for $35 million. I mean, the houses that we have around us right now are 7,000 square feet, selling for $500,000, $600,000. Of course, relax for all the people who live in Cali. I know we can't compare Dallas, Texas real estate with California real estate, but you kind of get my point, I think. Now, Ellen is known for buying and selling her properties for a premium price. She actually does a smart thing where she buys the property, furnishes it, then sells it. But she doesn't do it real quick within a year or something. She does it within a time frame. Now this one, she sold it in 3 years. Now the funny thing is Ellen says otherwise. Let me tell you what she says about buying a house to sell it. Now Ellen said this, look, I got it pulled up on my phone right now. She said, "I never buy a house thinking I'm going to sell it, but I learned that selling them furnished is lucrative." Listen to that. And then she goes, "Although I haven't sold things that are sentimental or personal to me." Now she says, "I don't buy a house to sell it, but guys, the past decade, she sold over 12 properties, and on every single one of them, she's made profit on it." So you're telling me that you're not buying these properties to sell them. I can believe you to an extent. Now, Ellen, I know you're a businesswoman and you know what you're doing, but at the same time, you're saying you don't buy these properties to sell them. I think you got something tucked up under your sleeves. Let's talk a little bit more about it. Over the past 15 years, guys, Ellen has built a real estate empire. She buys luxury properties, she lives in them, and then she sells them, flips them. But you gotta be careful because Ellen doesn't like the word flip. She says that she does it for pure enjoyment and she has fun doing it. And you gotta respect that. I'm sure she does. It is fun to live in a property and then sell it later, make profit on it, and then move to the next one. So Ellen is not just buying these properties to live in them, but in her mind, I know for a fact, she's thinking of, when I sell it, how much money am I gonna make? Now guys, you wanna make sure that you become a celebrity. Let me tell you why. Ellen is not only buying properties, renovating them, and then selling them years later, but she's also using her brand, herself. She's a comedian, she's funny, people love her, and she's utilizing that with the properties that she sells. If you didn't realize this already, when people sell, celebrities sell houses, the price goes up very high. People wanna know that, oh my God, Ellen lived in this house, Ellen slept here, Ellen was here, Ellen, and when people feel that and know that, the price scoops up, and that's where they make their money. She does a real smart thing. She's a house flipper. Whether you want to call her that or call her someone who enjoys doing what she does, I'm sure she does, but at the end of the day, it's flipping properties, it's doing business, it's respected, it's smart, it's a business move, and I love it because guys, myself, that's all I did when I first started real estate. Before I became an agent, I was a real estate investor flipping houses. All I did was buy properties that were undervalued, that didn't look so pretty, that people didn't really want. I would renovate them and then I would sell them retail for a beautiful family who loved the designs and loved the remodeling that I did. So right now, Ellen, she's buying these properties. They're probably not the best properties, but they're in great locations and she would renovate them. A lot of articles wrote about Ellen saying that she buys properties, she renovates them, and then she furnishes them and then sells them a couple years later. So that's the game, guys. That's the game of flipping properties. There's people all over flipping properties such as houses, apartments, hotels, everything out there that you can grab that's real estate. People are flipping land, all of that. And Ellen is playing a big portion in the luxury real estate market, flipping houses for high premium prices, utilizing her brand. So what I'm trying to tell you is this: you need to become a celebrity. And what I mean by that, guys, is you gotta get your name up there. And if you don't wanna do that, it's okay. Just know that you probably can't sell your properties for a premium. You can sell them for retail, but not for a premium. People love to know that there is somebody who is famous who once lived in here, and that brings value by itself. Ellen is smart with that, guys. She knows what she's doing, and us, viewers, we wanna make sure that we learn from the people who are doing it big, the people who are doing it right, and Ellen is a great example for that. Now, let me talk about how you can start flipping properties and do exactly what Ellen's doing. You know, guys, it amazes me how people start to think of flipping properties as so complicated, like they can't do it. You know, when you flip properties, it's real simple. The concept of it is simple, understandable. Anybody can know how to do it, but it's just about taking that action to really finding the deals. Because remember, thousands of other people are looking for deals just like you, so you want to be aggressive and do just that. Now, flipping properties comes down to a couple of factors. You want to make sure that you find an undervalued property, a property that needs work on it. It's not the nicest looking house on the block, but it needs some nice work, from the landscaping to the roofing to the cosmetics to the paint, the basic stuff, right? Now, when you find that property, what you want to do is do the purchase. You buy the property, you make sure in the area it's not that expensive, because you want to run your comps and so forth. That gets a little more detailed, but you want to run your comps and so forth on that area and then buy that property. Now, when you're flipping, all you got to know is one thing: what's the price, the retail price in the neighborhood, and how much can you sell the house that you're about to buy for. If the house is worth $140,000 and you're trying to flip it, you got to make sure in the neighborhood you can sell it for more than $140,000, because you got to have that margin. What a margin means, guys, is if the house is worth $140,000 with its current condition, you want to make sure that it has a margin of, let's say, $40,000. So you want to make sure the house can sell for $180,000. That gives you enough time to get your closing fees in, your commission fees in, your repairs in, etc. Now, how much is the profit going to be? That's not the point of the video right now. The point is to let you know that you just got to take into account getting good margins on properties. The bigger the margin, the bigger the profit. Ellen paid how much money for her house? $16 million. Sold it for $35 million. That's a $19 million profit margin. No matter what happens, if the whole house has to be replaced, she can still break even on it, because a $19 million profit margin is huge. All right, guys, so you go into a neighborhood, you find what the house could sell for, you make sure you're getting it at a discounted price, you do the renovations, you beautify it, and then you flip it. People are doing it all day, every day, and that's the fastest way to build your wealth. If you want to do rentals, it takes a lot of time. If you want to do other things in real estate, it takes more time than flipping. Flipping is one of the fastest ways to get more money, to get it quick, and to move to the next deal. Buy properties and flip them. That's how you're going to build your wealth, just like Ellen Degeneres does. Anyways, guys, we are wrapping up for this video. I hope all of you enjoyed it. We spoke about Ellen Degeneres and how she is a real estate boss, flipping properties, making great profits, and doing it consistently for the past decade. And also, we spoke about how you can start flipping properties and actually get started in it. It's so easy, guys, to drop a comment and ask for any questions or for any help that you had. I wish when I first started, I had someone to be able to help me like that, but there was nobody. So I'm trying to give back to all of you. So if you have any questions, drop it in the comments and I'll help you out. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, and most importantly, every Monday and Thursday at 6:30 p.m. CST, we upload real estate related content. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'm out.